even in death. I hadn't realised digging graves was such a complicated business, I said. It ain't a business, said Billy. It's a craft. I'd better come along with you for safety's sake. He got up, buttoned his ancient tweed jacket and headed for the door, Sina prancing after him like Puck after Bottom. When Hector got up from his stool to join me behind the tea room counter, I thought he'd come to show solidarity. Instead, he put his arm round my shoulders and guided me firmly out into the street. Go on, sweetheart. The fresh air will do you good. Like a curly-haired sheepdog directing a reluctant ewe, he blocked the shop doorway behind me. There was no escape. As I caught up with the advanced investigation party, Sina slipped her hand into mine, reminding me how young she was. I wanted to reassure her, despite my own nerves. It's probably just an old scarecrow that someone's put there as a practical joke. Are you sure it's not just your brother winding you up? Zigzagging beside me, Sina took twice as many paces as I did. If he is, I'll push him in the grave on top of it and fill it in. I was glad her usual spirit was returning. Being Tommy's little sister would be enough to make any girl resilient. Billy scowled. My churchyard ain't no play park. It's sacred ground. Consecrated for burials, not for kiddies to lark about in. Like the poet says, the grave's a fine and private place, but none, I think, do there embrace. I had no idea where that came from. Billy grinned at my puzzled expression. You and your clever clog's boyfriend ain't the only ones who can quote poetry. Actually, only Hector could, but I wasn't about to put myself down. I recites poems about graveyards while I'm digging to set a good rhythm. He repeated his quote, punctuating it with a mime. The graves, dig, a fine, throw, and private, dig, place, throw. He stopped shoveling to tap his forehead. Gray's Elegy is another good un. Stretching his arms out towards the mid-morning sun, he began to declaim, The curfew tolls the knell of parting day. Does Tommy use the same method when he's digging? He might have been gaining more than muscles from his labours. I don't think my brother knows any poetry, said Sina. Unless you count limericks, he knows loads of them. I bet Billy did too, but not the type suitable for young ears, so I tried to move the conversation on. I don't think a graveyard is the right place for limericks. It should be a serious place. Not necessarily, girlie, said Billy. You'd be surprised. I has long chats sometimes with them that comes to visit their loved ones there, and we often have a laugh thinking about times gone by. Isn't that a bit disrespectful? Billy gave me a reproachful look. You've got all this wrong, you know. Graveyards are places full of memories, and who wouldn't rather remember the fun times? He looked away from me, his voice tightening with emotion. A churchyard is a landscape full of love. I turned to Sina to allow him to recover his composure. Anyway, never mind about poetry. I'm sure Billy and I will help you get to the bottom of this Easter Bunny mystery in no time. She stopped jigging about and fixed me with a wide-eyed stare. But I don't want to get to the bottom of it. I'm not getting down into a smelly old grave, even if you are. I don't mean we will literally get into the grave, Sina, just that we'll find out what's going on and put an end to it. Besides, graves smell lovely, said Billy. The most natural scent in the world, freshly dug soil. As we crossed the road at St. Bride's, I tugged at her hand as if coaxing a stubborn puppy on a leash, and she carried on dancing about at my side. Fumbling to open the lich gate, I tried not to let Sina see my hands shaking. Tommy's gangly teenage frame was pressed up against the boundary wall, which in the morning sunshine was the colour of local honey. He pointed towards a large rectangular hole in the grass a few metres in front of him. A sheet of artificial turf, big enough to cover the hole, lay crumpled on the ground beside it. The real grass, dotted with early daisies, was still glossy with dew, the spring sunshine not yet hot enough to burn it off. So many dead people beneath our feet, pushing those daisies up.